Towards the back end of the April edition of Sight and Sound magazine, they list no fewer than 13 different types of streaming options that are available upon which to watch films. These are amongst the lesser known services, and that number doesn't include Netflix, Apple TV, Amazon Prime or Google Play. Neither does it account for the likes of All4, ITV Hub, My5 or the BBC iPlayer, or even YouTube for that matter. Neither does it take into account the DVD and Blu-rays that may adorn your own personal collection. In the recent stay-at-home times, we have had access to a multiple array of films and TV programmes, and streaming has come into its own as we've enjoyed state-of-the-art home entertainment systems to keep us occupied. This brings into even sharper focus the role that cinema plays in our lives. With cinemas on lockdown, will streaming kill the flea pit? Do we care? The cinema is antiquated, expensive and time-consuming. You're limited to picking from between 5 and 10 films and spend more on a ticket to watch one film than it costs for an entire month of a streaming service. Yet what technology and streaming services can't account for is human behaviour. Human beings are social creatures. The idea of leaving our homes to share stories has been going on for centuries, from the campfire to the theatre to the cinema. During that time, new inventions have come along, with television being the most notable one, and this very debate about whether cinemas would die first reared its head when the box first entered our homes. And yet, here we are. In the modern times, escaping the modern world is something we're even more eager to do. We're surrounded by tablets, laptops, televisions, smart speakers, social media and communications coming at us left, right and centre. In the cinema, we can remove all of this and it's just us, our fellow attendees and the film. Unless of course you're someone who speaks or checks their phone during a screening, in which case may Paddington Bear give you a hard stare. For the home offers many distractions, and maybe there is just too much to choose. Is the cinema the only place we can give the film the full attention it deserves? Some self-discipline is certainly required in our homes for this to be the case, while many films on the likes of Netflix and so forth sometimes only go half-watched because people get bored or fed up without seeing them through to their full conclusion. And we may even use these streaming services to entertain our children to the point where we don't fully share the films with them in the way we might. Many cinemas offer a Saturday and Sunday morning children's club which show relatively new releases at a reduced price. Not only does this represent a very affordable family trip out, but a chance to sit and share a film and introduce our children to a love of cinema. You may have to sit through the occasional likes of The Boss Baby or Postman Pat the movie, but Pixar, Aardman and the Lego movies more than make it worthwhile. Yet a standard family cinema trip can be quite expensive when compared to the home entertainment options. Before Christmas, a trip to see Frozen 2 cost me around £35 for a family ticket. Not a huge sum, but for just £25 more I can have every single Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar and Disney film for a whole year by subscribing to Disney+. Yet the big screen experience represented a social afternoon out in which the whole family could enjoy the entire film rather than staying at home and watching television. Like adults, children these days have access to so many forms of entertainment with the aforementioned smart TVs, phones, laptops and tablets, but the big screen experience will still represent a thrill. As well as the Kids Club, Empire Cinema offers special screenings for senior citizens and parents of young babies, enabling two specific groups for whom socialising can require additional effort, an affordable and comfortable way to get out of the house for entertainment and human contact. And it's not just families. Many a real-life romance start at the cinema. It would be wrong to deny that screening and home entertainment has its place. Dual releasing offers a chance for people who can't readily get to the cinema an opportunity to enjoy the wonder of film and stay up to date with the latest releases or catch up with old classics. I recently saw John Singleton's superb Boys in the Hood for the first time on Netflix. And we mustn't pretend the cinema is perfect. People who talk through films, kick the backs of chairs, eat or drink too loudly, or commit the cardinal sin of looking at their phones are much easier to avoid in your own home. There's of course the old joke that we've turned our cinemas into our front rooms and our front rooms into our cinemas. But the cinema has always been an experience and a social way of enjoying films and stories with the community, an extension of the campfire from primitive times. Streaming and home entertainment have their place, but technology can't replace millions of years of human evolution, resulting in our behaviour and our basic desire to share stories with our fellow sapiens in a communal setting, and on a big screen with surround sound.